All right, so today we're gonna do some prep on the truck. Well, this weekend there is a off-road event at a ski mountain near us, Hunter Mountain. It should be fun. It's not going to be anything crazy, just a you know, basically just hanging out with a bunch of Jeep guys. But there's like a festival up there, all kinds of dancing, music, drinks, food. There is a 2-day option where we can camp overnight, but it's already getting cold up here, so we don't plan on camping overnight. And there's just not really that much to do for 2 days. It's I mean, it's a guided tour that's only an hour long. Supposedly only an hour long. Only qualifications you really need are just 4-wheel low, gotta have license, truck insured, registered, all that. Sorry for all the background noise. I live next to the thruway. It gets quite obnoxious at times, but what can you do? So I guess really what we got to do to prep the truck, I just want to go through things, make sure everything's tight, everything's lubed. I did notice my transfer case was leaking some fluid, so I got some Lucas ATF, multi-vehicle ATF. I checked all the specs on it. It should be fine for this truck. If not, I guess I'm going to blow my transfer case up and I'll have way more issues, but should be fine. And diff fluid, I got to check those. Just want to make sure those are all topped off. Might grease the truck. I think our air compressor is still down right now. I don't know if we have a manual one. But yeah. So I just want to get everything kind of gone through, check it over. Truck's always been running great. I mean, even though it's an old truck, I only have like 60,000 miles on a Jasper 350. There's only like 30 or 35,000 miles on a rebuilt transmission. Everything's new tires, new brakes. Since I've gotten it, I've done every brand new brake component. Lines, calipers, rotors, pads, drums, shoes, wheel cylinders, you name it, I've done it. The whole front end is completely rebuilt, all new bearings, axles, upper lower ball joints, upper control arms, all new bushing. I definitely put a lot of time and money into this truck, even though it's an old truck. It runs and drives great. I prefer my older trucks. They've obviously just proven their worth, that they're around this long, they go plenty longer. But yeah, so let's get to it. I think I'm gonna just start with the transfer case. I got a little pump. These things usually break within minutes, but hopefully this one lasts long enough to do what I gotta do. And then I got some washer fluid. And I like the Rain-X stuff because it does, I guess, kind of like coats the windshield. So most of the time when I'm driving in this thing, I don't even use the wipers because all the water just beads right off. And I don't need them. So we'll get this thing prepped, and we should it should be a good time. Should be a good time. We should have a bunch of fun. Eventually I'm going to get new mirrors because this one's a bit shot. Looks like it got hit, and it, you know, it gets annoying when this thing just flops around when you're going down the highway. But I do have new rain guards for this thing. As you can see, this one's broken. Little floating stick thing for the GoPro. I have one already, but this one was a little cooler. It the bottom opens up, you can store money and keys. This one's just a little too big to fit under the truck. You know, yeah, but it's been good so far. I really like it. It was $30, about $30 on Amazon. I'll try to put the link in the description, but it works. It's worked really well. But I do have, hang on, where did I put it? I did grab this one. Now this is a GoPro one, a little tripod, which is nice for the size, but if you notice in one of my videos, I was using this and you can hear every time I move my hand on it, it goes right through the audio of the camera, and I don't like it. So if you guys have any recommendations on small tripods or any good camera equipment that help out with video and stuff, it just, like I said, this one's, I don't like the audio when I use this one. So I'm gonna go ahead, open this up, and I'm gonna try and use this. That's nice. That's actually nice and squishy. So hopefully it doesn't make any noise. Actually, that's pretty cool too for the camera. That's nice. That's actually nice and squishy. So hopefully it doesn't make any noise. Alright, now that we're all set up, let's get under here and see what we need. Alright. So of course I gotta have a skid plate in the way. That's fine though, that protects everything. Which I do have to put my other front skid plate back on. I think that's just a fill plug right here. So I'm gonna go ahead. It's kind of big. I have that somewhere. Well, there's my leak. Then I gotta change that output seal. I guess that's what happens though with all these slip yokes. You know, they just slide in and out and end up destroying all the seals. I think I actually have a new one. I'm not doing all that right now. And the exhaust, still holding up with that clamp. We'll see if it makes it through the weekend, and then maybe it'll have my approval. Also, if you were wondering, these are T50 Torx bits. Alright, so the cover is off. Looks like I might have multiple leaks in this thing, so I guess it's good I'm adding some fluid now before I really trash this thing. So let's grab a socket and we'll get that fill plug out. so it looks like it's a 30 millimeter wrench that I might. That's good. Yeah, I don't feel anything. She definitely low. All right, that was done. On to the next part. All right, so now we're under the rear end of the truck. I don't have a plug in the cover itself, so I'm guessing it's on the other side. But I think it's time I change these rear shocks out. That's a little shout right there. Jeez. I gotta get some undercoating on this truck before this thing gets any worse. It's not horrible yet, but it's going to be. Alright, well, I found the fill plug. It's over here by the axle or drive shaft. I guess there's no drain plug on this. It's just pull the rear cover off. So I just want to fill it and make sure there's actually fluid in there. I'm not trying to clean it out right now. This side isn't as bad, but I definitely need to get that one fixed too. So this one looks like it's just basically you take the ratchet, stick it in the hole, and should come right out. Ooh, that's stinky. Could never get used to that. It always smells like just burnt, nasty swamp. Clean that for now. Yeah, actually, fluid doesn't look too bad in there. I'm just gonna top it off. Yes, I'm using the same pump, and yes, I did drain all the ATF out and pump some of this through it beforehand. just to make sure it was all cleaned out. So I don't know if I mentioned what I'm using. I'm using heavy duty high performance Lucas 80/90 gear oil. And from what I read, you can use the 80/90, 75/90, or 75/110. Should all be fine. Alright, she looks like she's full. Really didn't take too much, so good news. Okay. Oh. Hold up. So the hole ended up just being a 3/8 ratchet. I have a 1/2 inch ratchet with a 3/8 adapter, just to give me a little more leverage. See if we can find this front drain plug. Oh, there's a cover there. Or not the drain plug, but the fill plug. Oh, please be some mercies. Well, leaking something. Looks like coolant, maybe? Yeah, it looks like coolant. Oh, that sucks. Oh yeah. Looks like water pump maybe. I don't know how well you can see up there, but off the front of the engine is the water pump. I just changed the radiator in this too. Ugh, this sucks. This thing's really starting to get annoying. Every time I turn around, I'm fixing something. I think I found it. Alright, so that's a socket. Alright, grab a socket and we'll get that in there. Alright, so about that coolant leak, let's see what's going on here. Doesn't look like I have really anything leaking here. On this side. Definitely low on fluid. That was just full a couple days ago. Not leaking out of my top hose. Usually you can see there's the water pump right there. Doesn't look wet anywhere. That hose is nice and dry all the way around it. Don't see any fluid leaking anywhere. I know some water pumps have the like a weep hole when they start going bad. That could be it, I guess. Yeah, whatever. I'll just fill it up and we'll just send it. Yeah, she's definitely getting a little low in there. That sucks. Either you have a new vehicle, you spend tons of money, or you have an old one. Yeah, that's, I don't know if you can see it there. Definitely looks a little wet down there, like the water pump. I guess I'm going to be doing a water pump on this soon. That sucks. Alright. Should be fine for this weekend though. I'm just going to top all the fluids off. Good thing when going off-roading too is make sure your wipers work and your sprayers and you have plenty of fluid. I don't think there's going to be anything crazy muddy or anything. Unless it rains. Let's see how good I can do this. Oh, no. Didn't work. One thing I don't like about most cars too is when you go to spray your windshield off, it always kicks the wiper blades on first. Wish there was a delay where I could like spray the windshield a bit before the wipers even kicked on. Try and get like the majority of stuff sprayed off of it. That'd make way more sense, don't you think? Alright, I think I have some coolant in the truck. Usually have everything in this truck. Get it. If it drinks it, I have it. That's one of the big trucks. I think the dump truck that we have. Gotta take that out. We're gonna need that soon. Too much crap. No, do you need some Schluter stuff? For some tiling? Yeah, I got that. Oh, do you need an extra oil filter? Yeah, I got that. Oh, what's this? Oh, do you need a distribution power block? Yeah, I got that. Oh, brake fluid? Got that. Oh. More washer fluid. Got that. Oh, the seal for the slip yoke? Yeah, I got that. Air compressor for a air mattress? Yeah, I got that. U-joints? Yeah, I got all those too. I'm gonna slide the speaker back. I gotta screw this thing down. It keeps sliding around. But apparently, don't have coolant. Put that back. Put that back. Need to get rid of this rope. That's for the jet ski. Put that in the get it out of here. Also, if you're going off-roading, typically you don't want all of this stuff in your vehicle. It's going to be getting banged around, thrown around. You know, possibly something that could injure you if you get, you know, you flip the truck or something. Which we're not doing anything crazy like that. Kiddo's coming with us. And, oh, that light looked a little dim. Battery might be dying. I know I had coolant somewhere. Oh, water. That'll work. I always have water, just in case I run out. Coolant might be on the other side. Either that or I gotta go get some. What's under here? Oh, kid's lunchbox. Box of tissues for the kid. Hammers and stuff. Alright, so it looks like I'm gonna go pick up some coolant. I'll just throw the water in for now. That's fine. Oh, that wasn't much. I think we'll be fine. I'll just bring extra water with us when we go, just in case something happens. I don't think we're going to be doing anything crazy. Just make sure this thing's all nice and topped off. Yeah. Take some more. Well, since I know I'm leaking, I might as well fill that up. I'll go and get me some more water. What is on the manifold right there? See that wet spot right there? Whatever. Check some oil. A little low. Looks like time for an oil change too. Come on. This whole one-handed thing, holding the camera stuff, definitely takes some skill. So another requirement was having front and rear tow points. Oh, I just tried to put my hood on and it was full of dirt. Oh, caught my hair and ears. Oh, what's that? All right, so one of the other things that they wanted was front and rear tow points. So I guess we'll switch this to rear tow point. I love having this multi-hitch. It just works. It's so much more efficient. It got everything in one spot. Just flip it over. Oh, forgot to put the cover back on that again. Alright, that's all done. Now another little trick that I like to do with this truck, since it's just so big, or since it's a 3/4 ton and the suspension is really stiff on it, I like to fill the gas tank all the way. Get some weight back there. It's the only time it like really starts feeling somewhat soft or normal, when I have a few sheets of plywood in the back and tons of weight. All right, I guess the last thing to do is clean out some of this stuff. You never know when you need a block of wood, bottles of water, got some ratchet straps, got garbage, garbage, those. We'll just stick it here with this one. Still knives in the truck for my sister's wedding. Oh, my wedding shoes. I like those shoes. They're a lot better than my other shoes. My other shoes were really uncomfortable. Yeah, so all right, well, I'm gonna clean this out. So now you see it, and I think I'm done. Yeah, I think that'll be sufficient. All right, well, so I think it's not really much more I need to do to the truck, except for, yeah. Okay, so I don't think there's really anything more. So it should be fine for the weekend. Like I said, it's not really any type of crazy trip. Just just going up the mountain.